Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Malati and I have been working on Agile methodology since a decade. I prepare these videos based on experience I gained throughout my professional life, which provides realistic view of what actually Agile principles are. I received a warm welcome from my friends and colleagues by sharing their views on my last video on Agile methodology. Big thanks to them as it provides great support and encouragement to prepare more useful videos. In my last video, I focused on the evolution of Agile by giving a realistic example and also the definition of Agile, Agile versus Waterfall model, and finally the Agile Manifesto. Today we focus on discussing Agile principles. So let's get started. We totally have 12 Agile principles. The first one is satisfy the customer with valuable software. Our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. The main motto of Agile is to deliver the working product in smaller increments to the customer. Here we are not only delivering some value to the customer, but also building confidence and trust in the customer who sees the working product literally and gets incredibly satisfied, which is the ultimate target of any business. Here in this picture, you see we deliver smaller increments of working software. The second principle is deliver working software frequently. Deliver working software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months with a preference to the shorter time scale. What it actually means is that it largely prevents the risk of failure in the product development. Once we start delivering working software frequently, we get feedback on the deliverables quickly, and also the cost in terms of time and money for implementing the suggested change by the customers will be reduced dramatically. And also it largely reduces the risk of any misunderstandings and miscommunication on the requirements between development team and the customers. People sometimes misunderstand or miscommunicate the business requirements. It could happen on either sides, developers or the customer. Delivering software frequently will help us sort out all these things. Most important thing is the risk of failure depends on how frequently we deliver the software to the customer. The more frequent you deliver the working software, the less is the risk. Going to the next principle, welcome changing requirements. Welcome changing requirements even late in the development. Agile process harness change for the customer's competitive advantage. This is one of the prominent principle and bottom line of Agile. Agile embrace change. World is changing rapidly in terms of technology, and so the businesses are. So the product development should follow Agile for customer competitive advantage. Just remember these three simple truths. It is impossible to gather all the requirements at the beginning of the project, as we all know. And also whatever requirements you do gather are guaranteed to change in the later point of time. And also there will always be more to do than time and money will allow. Hope the three simple truths help you in understanding this Agile principle. Let's move on. Coming to the fourth Agile principle, business and developers work together daily. Business people and the developers must work together daily throughout the project. This is slightly based on principle 2. Working software and product backlog enables customer and development team collaborate daily and work together. If you see in the picture, the initial phase of the waterfall model gets complete attention and involvement from the customer and declines gradually and nothing for the period of time or until the product is done with all the documented requirements. Once the documented requirements were implemented by the development team, then the business people, whoever works on the business side, will be involved by testing the product, whether actually the product has met the expected requirements or the expectations. When coming to the Agile, customer and the development team collaborate on daily basis throughout the product development. So it just shows the straight line from beginning to the end. This picture clearly depicts that the business and developers work together on daily basis until the end of the product in Agile software development. The next principle is trust motivated individuals. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment, support their needs, and trust them to get the job done. Motivated individuals always thrive to keep the development goals. The development team should commit towards the goal or the work that is planned for a period of time instead of working on task level. It means that they should actually think about the possible ways of finishing the work planned for a particular time period and deliver it to the customer. We can discuss more about this in my next video, the Scrum Framework, where I give more practical examples on all these 12 Agile principles. Moving on to the sixth one, face-to-face communication. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. Always communication within smaller groups yields good results and outcome. This is the main reason a Scrum team size will not exceed more than 7 to 8 members, just to keep the communication intact. If the team is geographically dispersed, then communicate with each other using video calls instead of just audio. It will greatly foster good communication within the team, believe me. As you see, if the communication is in this way, information would be lost in each transfer easily. So it is better to always form small groups and communicate so that whatever we communicate is clearly delivered to the people. And the next principle is working software is a primary measure of progress. Obviously, working software is a primary measure of the progress, which is the ultimate target of Agile software development. And the next one is sustainable development. Agile process promotes sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. And yes, able to maintain the constant pace indefinitely will speed up the development process, and ultimately the team could able to meet the deadlines. And the next one is technical excellence and design. The development team should almost never compromise on technical excellence, good design, and quality. The bad design and lot of technical depth will not make Agile software development possible. It increases the risk of product failure because the Agile always welcome change in requirements and design, and the design should be feasible in order to adapt to those changes. And the 10th principle is simplicity. The art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. Keep the things simple. Don't overdo the things. Just focus on what is needed right now and don't try to implement complex algorithms or design that supports unknown or unpredictable requirements. Some people easily tend to do this, keeping in mind that the product should be robust and should behave perfect under all circumstances. This is absolutely unnecessary. So just try to focus on available data and requirements and build what is needed. And the 11th principle is self-organizing teams create the best solutions. The best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. Self-organizing teams has a lot of power in it. Ideally, they collaborate, discuss, and agree on good design and architecture. Self-organizing teams are most responsible and highly motivated and work relentlessly towards achieving the goal. And the last principle is relentless improvement. At regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. This really play an important role in the Agile. Everyone should open up and discuss what went good and what went bad and try to adjust the way of working which improves the product and finally customer satisfaction. People always struggle or fear to explain about things that they don't like or wanted to improve. The team should be open to listen to the ideas of each and everyone, assess them to see if it improves their way of working. By doing so, team members think that they are respected and heard within the organization and ultimately build the confidence and motivation within them. As we all know, if the company take care of employee, the employee will take care of customers. So if the employee is heard and respected within the organization, he or she would take care of the customer. So now we covered all the 12 Agile principles. That's all for this video. Thanks for listening. Please do subscribe to the channel to get in touch with more of my videos. Take care and goodbye.